What's up, guys? So I'm sorry about last week. I know I didn't have a video because I didn't have anything at all ready. So this week what I did was I tweeted out, ask me questions so then I can answer them on this video right here, and I got more than I actually thought that I was gonna get. I'm gonna try my best to answer as many as I can. If you ask the question and it's kind of the same thing from what I answered already, then don't get mad that I didn't choose yours. I'm just going from the beginning and I'm just gonna go all the way to the top because we started from the bottom, now we're here. My tweet went a little like this. So tweet me any question and I may answer it. Just kidding. Answer it on my YouTube video for tomorrow. Ready, go, hashtag ask Fraydoe. So the first question comes from Autumn May at RosieBear2012, and it says, how old were you when you had your first kiss? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. And that was about 21. No, I was about, I don't know how old I was, but I know that I was in 6th grade, and it was a really awkward situation because, you know, when you're first having your first kiss, you're like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? You're like, and you don't know how to move your lips or what you're gonna do, if you should like stick your tongue all the way down your throat. No, I'm just playing, that's disgusting. I don't know, it was just an awkward thing. It was like my first girl that I even hugged, and back in 6th grade I felt cool. Next question, this comes from A_Baker03. Ask Fraydoe, am I your bae or no? And I had a lot of questions like these, so yes, you're my bae. And everybody else who asked it, yes. Hashtag ask Fraydoe, are you really going to the strip club for your birthday? And that was asked by Amber A. Love. So my birthday's coming up on February 26th, really damn close. Broadcast on You Now, I kept saying that I'm gonna go to the strip club and stuff, and people have actually sent me like a few dollar bills to my P.O. box. They're just helping out because I really am not gonna go to the strip club. Maybe sometime in the future, but I'm gonna just bring the strippers to my house. And this was asked by @Tamara1878. I think I said your name right. Hashtag ask Fraydoe, tips on how can I control myself and not blushing in front of my crush. Just go up to your crush, confident, hold your breasts up tight, and don't think about anything, and just, you know, you're gonna be fine. You won't think about anything if you do that. Just kidding, just be confident. Next question, hashtag ask Fraydoe, what made you want to stretch your ears? So back in 8th grade in middle school, I was like, damn, why are people putting these big old earrings in their ears? And I was like, I didn't even have my ears pierced. I thought it was the cool thing to do. So I was like, yo, mama, I want to go get my ears gauged. And she didn't even know what that meant. Point is I saw everybody else do it and I was a little follower. I was like, ooh, I want to do that too. So now I'm up to this size and I'm done with sizing up like completely. Yami Martel 52. I bet that's so Mexican. Would you ever go skydiving? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. I have actually been thinking about going skydiving. I am afraid of heights like more than you can imagine, like but this summer I'm planning to do that and just get over my fear and just, you know, just jump off the plane and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, but should be fun. BB Putera. Hashtag ask Fraydoe, if you could take over the radio station for one day, what would be the first 3 songs you would play? Number 1,
I'm in love with the coco.
Number 2, I got baking soda. Nah, I don't know. I mean, they play the same songs in the radio every time, so I really don't know. Just good songs that give me eargasms. This one was asked by Caitlin_ABCD. What led you to discover You Now and to start broadcasting? And there was also another question that was the same, and it said, what made you start broadcasting and has it changed you in a good way? And it was asked by Pocahontas. I started broadcasting just because my little cousin was like, yo, look at this app, and I was like, what is that? And I was like trying to look at it and see what it was all about, and his friend was on there broadcasting and doing some weird ass stuff. At first I thought it was dumb, and I was like, okay. So I started broadcasting my first time, I still remember, and it was so weird. I felt like I was talking to myself just like I am now, but you know, I started to like it as soon as I started, you know, seeing more people in my broadcast, and I started getting the hang of it. And has it changed me in a good way? I feel like it hasn't changed me in a good way, but I saw a sexier side of me. Just kidding. I saw like a more humble side of me. I mean, I don't know if you can say, because I've helped so many people and it feels so good. Not really, but it does stuff that's good to you. This was asked by, again, Amber A. Love. She asked a lot of questions. Hashtag ask Fraydoe, Fraybays or booty? Now, why would you put me in that position? Just kidding. If you can combine them both, then there you go. Okay, next question. Hashtag ask Fraydoe. If today was your last day on earth, what are some things you would do? At Tamara 1878. What I would do if it was my last day on planet Earth? So there was two people that asked this question, and I don't know if they're related, but I'm pretty sure they are. But one of them was Nayeli Lopez 09, and the other one was EM3_music, which is my homie. Shout out to him. She asked, favorite position? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. Hashtag Team Virgin and everything else, so I don't know. Favorite song by Ariana Grande? By Ariana Waterbug. A fan page, I can ask me that. You got it going, getting stronger. I don't know how it goes, but that's been stuck in my head. Next. This was asked by Oh God ZXYN. What are some of your goals for the future? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. My main goal is to be rich and famous. No, just my main goal is to succeed in life and just be thankful for everything that I receive. Fuck bitches, get money. I wanna either be a police officer, or if YouTube goes well for me, then there you go. Who needs to be a police officer? But yeah, those are my main goals, I guess, for now. By the same person, do you like tacos? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. But do you see this Mexicanness? Mexican. Of course I like tacos. And Stephanie Q_26 asks, are you still coming to VidCon or no? That's another like thing that I really want to do, and I'm not like gonna say yes, I'm gonna go to VidCon, but no. But yes, VidCon is like a 60% chance so far from what I know. And this was asked by Hey, it's _Jenny. Will you send your fans something back if they send you something in your P.O. box? Hashtag ask Fraydoe, and then the little emoji. I've gotten a couple things, and actually I went to my P.O. box a little bit ago. I'm actually planning to kind of send stuff back, but I'm just waiting on to see what I'm gonna send back, so you know, that's still a maybe, but I really want to. Hashtag ask Fraydoe. What would you do if you got verified on Twitter? What would I do? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. Have you ever grabbed Laura's nalgas? Who knows? Would you want to be invisible or be able to fly? When I was a little kid, I always wanted to fly, but now I want to be invisible, because you can go around anywhere, be an invisible ass kid, and so invisible. This was asked by Lupe_Rubio5. Do you like tortas? Just kidding. What would you be doing if you now didn't exist? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. The next question. Do you stalk us? Hashtag ask Fraydoe. Do I stalk you guys? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. You guys think that I don't read your tweets, and you guys think that I don't read your comments on Instagram, but they're there. It's obvious. I go through my phone sometimes when like my phone stops, you know, blowing up. After like I put a picture on Instagram or something, then I kind of go back and read the comments, you know. Some are like, oh my god, Fraydoe, you're so ugly. And I'm like, oh, I know, stop. And then some are like, let me fuck you. So somebody tweeted me on January 24th, I want you to come in me so bad, F me so hard, harder than your parents. I mean, I guess if that's stalking you guys, then Yeah, sometimes I go through your pictures and I'm like, ooh, what's up, girl? And then Haley Lopez 09, you are a freak. When was the first time your ding dong woke up? Ask Fraydoe. What do you mean by my ding dong is always awake? When I'm awake, it's awake. If you mean, then I don't even remember. This was asked by Juliana Guevara. Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. On a scale of 1 through 10, how much do you like your fans / Fraybays?
21.
This was asked by Dimara C. If you had one whole day to be a girl, what would you do? Te amo chulo. Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. If I, for one day, was a girl, Kathy Boo or Kathy Rivas asked, are you glad that everyone supports your relationship with Laura? Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. By the way, I love you. I love you too, Kathy. Yeah, I'm actually really glad that you guys aren't giving me crap for it and you guys aren't hating on her or anything. At first, you guys were like, oh, F her and stuff and calling her some names and stuff. But now you guys kind of, I don't know, now you guys kind of support it and you guys don't say much about it other than,
Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, relationship goals.
yeah, thanks you guys for actually, understanding me and her. She's sleeping. This was asked by I am Jess Zero. When are you coming to Cali?
Spring break.
This was asked by Guzman Maggie 21.
21.
What is one thing that if you could, you would change on your Fraybays? Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. I don't know. What I would change is y'all gotta quit being so nasty. For real. Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. Amy Pacheco 1031. Hopefully this is in your video. There you go. And you said I love you and favorite candy.
21.
You love me or not? Yes. Shoe size? Shoe size.
Why don't you just ask me, what's your pee-pee size?
Mariah XX. What is up with you and XXX? Y'all just gotta add the third X already. Mariah XX Cutie. Do you ever think that you would have fans or Fraybays, whichever one works? Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. I actually know, I did not think that I would ever be, looked at from below. Actually didn't think somebody would look up to me. On a serious note, I actually didn't think that I would have like fans or people that would support me through like the dumb things that I do and the things that I want to do in the future. So I never had any idea that I would be doing what I'm doing. So no, I did not think that I would have fans or Fraybays. Yeah. Thank you, Scumbeezy, for that question. Jasmine Jasmine asked, what's your favorite song at the moment? By the way, I love you. I love you too, Jasmine Jasmine. My favorite song?
21. 21. 21.
And this is asked by Angie Soto 136, which is like my biggest supporter, which I love very much. Shout out to you. Thanks for supporting me so much. If you would had the opportunity to switch lives with a celebrity, who would it be? Hashtag Ask Fraydoe. I know it's late, LOL, I just came home. If I would switch myself with anybody, it would either be Channing Tatum because he's buff and I'm like, where that though? Or JB because, like seriously, all the girls love him, so why not? So this is the last question. I know I didn't answer like all of them, but I tried. And this last question was asked by Oh God Zayn with an X. Y'all got a thing with X's. How are babies made? For those of you guys that did ask, thank you for asking and making this video possible. Thank you guys for watching this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered your questions. At least, I tried, because y'all asked some pretty crazy questions. Look out for next week's video. Shout out to all them payers that have sent me stuff into my P.O. box. I appreciate it. If you want to see me live, this craziness live, you know, the link will be below for you now. And also my Instagram and Twitter and Vine and MySpace. Just kidding. Who uses Instagram? Alright guys, I'm out.